Now we will learn another new state function, that is entropy. What is entropy? A measurement of the degree of randomness of energy in a system. Now, the lower the entropy, the more ordered the system will be and less random it will be. You see here the particles, for example, if you take gas, it is highly disordered. They are all moving around, the molecules or atoms, whichever way you say it. But here, in case of a liquid, they are quite ordered. They are not having so much space between them. And in case of a solid, they are quite near. And at low temperature, they are still near. There is low disorder. So here we say that there is no or very little randomness. Then here the randomness increases, here randomness is still more, and here it is maximum. Now no randomness, we will come across it in another law of thermodynamics. So what are the examples that we are coming across in our daily life? Gallon of gas, highly disordered. Prepared food, again disordered. Sunlight has low entropy. When these are used, their entropy increases. So prepared food, you can say disordered if they are scattered on a pallet. But if you keep it neatly stuffed in a bowl, then the entropy is less again. A gallon of gas inside a fixed volume of cylinder will again have low entropy, but the moment it will be let out, its entropy will increase. So now we come to the second law of thermodynamics. Based on the concept of entropy, we will learn the second law of thermodynamics. There are several statements. The first one is the total entropy of an isolated system can never decrease over time, because any system tends to go on increasing its entropy. Then Clausius statement, heat cannot flow from a cold body to a hot body without any work being performed on the system. So in other words, we can say what? That heat flows from a body at higher temperature to a body at lower temperature spontaneously. Next, every process occurring in nature proceeds in the sense or in the direction in which the sum of the entropies of all bodies taking part in the process is increased. In the limit, now when will there be a limit over here? That is, for reversible process, the sum of the entropies remain unchanged. S total is equal to S system plus S surrounding. Now, what about another statement? There are many ways of telling the second law of thermodynamics. For a given mechanical efficiency of the devices, a machine which includes the conversion to heat as one of the steps will be inherently less efficient than one in which it is purely mechanical. What do you mean by this? That means if there is a machine in which there is only heat in excess, that all the amount of heat cannot be given in the form of work fully. There will be some loss of heat, some amount of the heat will be utilized in some other way, and the work, that is output, will always be less than the input heat. That means the efficiency will always be less than 1. So simply speaking, can we not put these statements in a simpler way? First, the total entropy of an isolated system can never decrease. Then heat always flows from a higher temperature to a lower temperature, or a body at higher temperature to a body at low temperature. Third, that the total entropy of the universe is always constant. It is equal to the entropy of the system plus the entropy of the surrounding. Then the last, and not to say it is very less important, it is the most important, that for any machine the efficiency will always be less than 1, because heat input will not be equal to the work output. It will always be less than the heat input. Now, what about this Kelvin-Planck statement of the second law of thermodynamics? It is very similar to the Clausius statement. It is impossible to construct a device which operates on a cycle and produces no other effect than the transfer of heat from a single body in order to produce work. That means when you are putting in heat and want to do work by the system. Then you will find that all the amount of heat will never be converted to all the amount of work. There will be some loss of heat somewhere as the heat is changed into work. That means what? We are coming back to the same statement that efficiency of any machine is not equal to 1. It is always less than 1. Now, the mathematical expression for entropy, we will soon derive it. In fact, it is denoted by a symbol S and the absolute value is never considered. It is a state function and it is not possible to find out any absolute value of any state functions, especially energies. So, what we do is we find out the change in entropy. The change in entropy is defined as the difference between the entropy of the final state and the entropy of the initial state of any system. The subscripts F is final, I is initial of the state of the system. For a gas expanding in vacuum, the entropy increases though no work is done because pressure is 0. If the process is reversible, then the change in entropy is equal to the heat absorbed divided by the temperature of the reversible process. So, we get a new formula, delta S is equal to Q reversible upon T. What is this reversible subscript for? That the process is reversible. Heat is Q, heat absorbed is Q. Temperature is the temperature of the system, T.